I get asked all the time how I was able to achieve the career that I have and make the money that I have as a closer in such a short amount of time. And the truth is, and the answer is, I just never stopped learning. And what I mean by this is, as of recent, I've seen a big shift in this industry where there is such a misconception that you just need a 90-day training program and that is going to set your career up and that is going to teach you everything you need to make the money of your dreams for life. Or that you can just get on an offer and get a guaranteed placement, and that's all you need. And sales is easy, and you'll just figure out the rest and make the money of your dreams and make the 10K plus months. But I hate to tell you, it's not the case. And what no one is telling you is that to make 10K per month in sales is actually very hard. Is it possible? And can you do it? 1000%. But with the right training, with the right support, with the right consistency, with the right feedback loop, it takes time. Like it's not an overnight thing. It's not you can work 2 to 3 hours per day and make that type of money straight off the bat. And that is what I really want to share with you guys and to really educate. And for context, it took me 3 months to hit my first 10K per month. And that was 3 months of clothing and a prior 3 months of appointment setting. And if you heard what I said, it was to hit the first 10K per month mark. To maintain that and to keep that very consistent is a whole nother ball game. But no one wants to tell you that. No one wants to share that with you because it doesn't seem as glamorous. It doesn't seem as fun that just because you've done something once does not mean you can do it month after month after month. It's difficult. You have to have a plan. You have to have a certain amount of training, resilience, support, mindset to be able to keep that type of income consistent. So, I'm going to break down for you exactly what you would need in order to build the income that you want, build the income of your dreams, and keep it consistent. And I'm telling you this because I genuinely want to help you. It would be so easy for me to have a 90-day program. It would be much easier than kind of the program that I run now, but I don't. My program is much longer than that for a reason. It's to make sure that the women that I work with have the tools and skill needed in this industry to not only hit their income goals once, but to can keep consistent income month in, month out. So let's get into it. So, the first thing you need is the initial training. Step one, the initial training, the initial education to even know what on earth you're talking about. So, of course, this is the foundational knowledge of your mindset, of your setting training, of your closing training. This is you can start understand what you're saying, why you say it, and when you say it. This is super, super important to get your foot in the door, to be able to practice, to be able to get your role plays in, to be able to hold your own and to start building up this skill. Now, of course, most people do teach this, everyone teaches this. This is that fundamental sales skill that you need, but this is not just all you need. This is just the first step so you can start getting familiar with the industry, with the sales process, with the sales cycle, and how you can start building the skill needed to get your foot in the door. And like I said, to get your foot in the door, not to be the top closer making 10K per month. Step two, and the second thing that you need to know is to how to find jobs and how to find the best opportunities with or without your sales coach, with or without a guaranteed placement, and certainly not paying for jobs. Because it's all well and good working on an offer. You could work on an offer for 6, 7, 8, 9 months, but that offer or that offer owner could decide that they don't want to run that business anymore. And then you're left without an offer. And that is super, super important to know. So your income could go from 10K per month to zero, and you'll be at square one. But with the right skill, with the right training, with the right knowledge, you will know where to go, what to say, what to look for, who to talk to, so you can just pick up where you left off and go on to another offer seamlessly with confidence so you're not acting in scarcity mode. I cannot stress this enough. It is so important that you're not going to be acting in scarcity mode in this industry and that you have an abundance of job offers at your fingertips. Step three is you need to be taught how to land a job and the best jobs at that to hit your income goals in a competitive market. And no, that does not mean reaching out to thousands of business owners. There are much better and more productive ways that you can land the best jobs in the space, and how to land them in the interview, how to show up, and everything in between to get the offer owner and the hiring manager's attention and then to actually get the role. I landed my first ever role out of 150 applicants with no prior sales experience. So I teach my girls the methods needed to get their foot in the door and to dominate in an interview, whether it's a private interview or a group interview setting. It is super important. Step four is that you need that next level of training, that next tier of training. Once you've got an offer and you've got the job and you're working in the setting and you're taking closing calls, you then need to know exactly how to sell all different types of prospects that you're dealing with. And that takes that next level of support, that next level of sales training. That is handling objections, learning how to deal with cold prospects or emotional prospects. I'll give you an example. We did a call review the other day with one of my girls in the training program in a group training call. And she pulled up her call and she pulled up a call with a woman who she wasn't able to close. And this woman, long story short, opened up to the fact that she was actually in an abusive relationship, abusive marriage for many, many years. And this impacted her confidence and the decisions that she makes. And this is why she felt like she isn't sure if she can achieve the result within the program because she is still building the confidence needed in herself to make these decisions. Now, that is pretty heavy, right? That is a terrible position for that woman to be in, that she's had to go through that to make her feel like that, for her confidence to be beaten down so much. But that doesn't get taught in a sales training, you know? That's not going to get taught in a sales module, how to deal with that specific situation. That takes time. That takes a lot of training, a lot of practice, a lot of call reviews, and learning how to sell with your EQ. And that's what I mean. I think we forget that when we're selling people, we're dealing with human beings on the other side of the camera. There's not a certain script or a certain training that you can learn within 3 months that is going to teach you how to actually support and guide that prospect. That takes time. So, for the girl in my program, I was able to help her learn how to handle a situation like that. That's just been with my years of sales experience. For her to then, next time something like that comes up, she knows how to guide that prospect and to build confidence in that prospect. That is her next level of sales training. That is not in the modules. That is the modules in my program was the foundational. But the continuous training, support, and guidance that I provide is that next tier of sales training for the women in my program to become very confident, well rounded sales reps. And again, that is why I get so many business owners and hiring managers coming to me wanting my girls in their program, because they know that I'm not just getting people in the door, out the door as quick as possible to get as many people in the program as possible. I'm working with these women one on one to make sure they become the best female sales reps in this industry. And there are levels to that. So that would be my next tip, my next advice. Not only learning the foundational training, not only getting the offer and getting your foot in the door, but really learning and taking pride in your skill set, learning how to dissect the sales process to become a very confident sales rep. That is what the 10K per month and the 20K per month women do. They take time, they never stop learning, they keep on adapting, reviewing, and building their process so they feel confident and they can see results. And step five, the last thing that I would recommend is that you need to learn how to not only hit your goals, but to maintain and then scale. No one talks about how hard it is to maintain and scale your results. Not only doing this myself, but also being a sales manager for a million a month company, dealing with very high performing sales reps, dealing with their mindsets, their emotions, teaching them and guiding them how to keep that steady mindset, how to maintain and then scale your income. And then also now working with women from all across the world, teaching them the exact same thing. I have a lot of experience when it comes to maintaining and scaling results. This takes time, this takes experience. This is not an overnight thing. And if you want success in this industry and if you want a long standing, profitable career in this space, you need to be taught how to maintain and scale your results. And again, it takes time. Everything I'm teaching you here takes time. And it's not going to be taught to you in a 90-day sales program. So, those would be my 5 steps of what I teach the women in my program, what I provide them, what I support them, so they can not only come in, learn the skill, be confident, land a job, but also learn how to become the top performer and learn how to maintain their income. Because as we've discussed, not all sales training is built the same. And not all offers are built the same. Not every offer that you work on can make you 10K per month. And it's important to learn that very early on to manage expectations so you can have the career of your dreams. You can make the money of your dreams. And that is it, guys. That is the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed and I hope you've learned a lot of insights from this training. As always, there's going to be a link in my bio if you're a woman looking to get into sales, or you're already in sales and you want support to maintain and scale your income. There's a link in my bio. Fill it out. You can book a call with me personally. We can discuss your goals and see if I can help you achieve them. See you in the next one. Bye, guys.